point of view rather than a disease point of view. This may be the way to go about. This is my personal opinion.
Actually, I would like to add something here, because Indira touched very, very sensitive point, and I should say that currently the solution may be so-called network pharmacology. It's actually combines the ancient knowledge from Ayurveda, from other traditional medicines, which was considered the organism as a very complicated system. And that's why many components should be applied simultaneously to target many targets. So at the moment, we are doing computational network pharmacology research. For instance, Alexey is doing this with Rajesh Goyal in the field of vascular dementia. We are doing this in the field of refractory epilepsy, for which actually there is no available drugs. And this may be some way where we could find the solution. It's still not here, but we are studying how to apply a modern network approach to find more reliable targets, or even combination of targets that took into account many feedbacks in biological systems that sometimes lead to resistance, not just to tuberculosis, but to cancer, to some other fields, etc.
Question. Sir, being an Indian, there are many Veds. They are working on these traditional medicines. They are providing medicine to cancer patient, to TB at a very genuine rate, at a very low cost. Even many of my relatives, they are taking the medicine and they have the good survival rate. They are surviving for long duration. Even they have cured, many of them are cured from this. So why don't we can contact to that way, so that we can come to know what type of combination of medicine or natural drug we are using to build the medicine. Because they know the disease, how it is curing. They know what chemical constituent is required to cure the disease, but they don't know the mechanism. Instead of wasting, I don't want to say wasting, instead of bringing all the chemists and all the people from different fields to come together to cure this. We have the medicine. They are, even while collecting the data from the cured people, they are giving us a good feedback that we are cured. We have survived for 4 years. Many of the cancer patients, they have survived for 6 years also, from 2 to 6 years. So why don't we directly contact to them?
Say, good suggestion. In India, this is, and I think uh, people are doing it. If they come to know, I can tell you the case of CDRI, Central Drugs Institute. If we are coming across with such kind of thing, we have sent people to go there to collect the samples, what they are curing. But we would like to verify. You know, sometimes, many times we have found, not only one time, many times we have found that de facto in our models, which are the models for that particular thing, those things have not worked. Work means that you say it will cure, but when we test it, we don't test those things on the human being, frankly speaking.
I mean survival rate, if we will
Yeah,
go
yeah, but I
forward.
think
Even, I'm not
this
saying
is
it
very
totally
good.
that is cured,
This is very
but
good
the
if it
survival
gives.
rate was almost equal to the
No,
people who are taking therapies and all that things, and they are going so much harsh conditions.
yeah,
If a person has to take a medicine, that's, I mean, that's in both cases, the survival rate is equivalent. Person, in case of therapies, so much money, a person, even people get bankrupt also
no, that
because
is,
of this.
no, no, we
And
agree.
in
We
that
agree
case,
your
then,
point
yes, sir.
that if there are some kind of medicine or some kind of Indian system is available or somebody is treating with some way and people are saying that we are cured,
Yes,
then
sir.
certainly this person should make contact and even the
Yeah,
government
but
agency
I'm
can
telling
contact.
you also kept a one point in front of all. There is neglectance. There is always a neglectance. Might be the person is not aware, or he's happy he's treating the patient. Because Indian psychologist is, he's happy, I'm dealing with few people, they are getting survived. So I want to keep that thing must be come forward, so that instead of spending so much money and all the things.
Okay.
It will be.
Agreed point. Point is, yeah, if it is possible, it's nice. We should give a, the only thing in your Indian system is there. That's why we are working, people are working. Just to give it a, nobody normally believes, let me tell you. Nobody believes in that way in scientifically. The problem is of scientific, science is there where logic is there. Our lacuna had been, now I tell you one story but very briefly because, everybody knows Brahmi. Okay? The Brahmi is what is Bacchus, is forgetting its botanical name, but Brahmi everybody knows. It is good for hair oil, it is good for memory. So when we took up in CDRI this work on Brahmi, we have worked a lot of natural products. It was found that if you take the Brahmi from Lucknow, if you take a Brahmi from Kanpur or Delhi, that Brahmi is not working. Then we thought, what is this? Why this Brahmi has not yielded the result in models? Then it was gone, we went into the literature, it was said Pashan Bhedi. Pashan Bhedi means this is a stone, it has to be cracked, it is coming out the stone. So as soon as the link came, we searched the Brahmi from the Uttarakhand, from the Himalayas, because there is a stone. And that Brahmi had those bacosides, by which there was an enhancement of memory, and this is now a market drug with a different name, Memory Plus, Brain. Australia is marketing, other fellow is marketing. So I mean to say, if suppose with this psychological thing, you have taken a Brahmi from Lucknow, and some fellow has given to you the Brahmi, you are thinking my memory is increasing, there is a psychopharmacological factors, big psychopharmacological factors. If you are taking a drug, you are thinking, your thought process can do. Because I can tell you on this because it's my hobby, thought process. I can get you cured even by thoughts. That's a different science altogether. And that is why in our phase 1 trials, phase 2 trials, we have a placebo. Placebo, we give the drugs, one is coded a drug, other one has got a standard drug, and one doesn't have any drug, placebo. It has been found that a lot of placebo cases are responding because they think that they are taking a drug. So that works also. The thing is, you have to give so when this has come, Brahmi, I'm taking you a case, it has been proven that there are two bacosides, A and B, a combination of them is really there, and it has been found practically. So, but this knowledge was good. But so that is the reason why we should strengthen our Indian Ayurvedic knowledge is a great thing, but people don't go in depth. If they would have studied Pashan Bhedi Brahmi, it means you collect the Brahmi from the hill region, and that Brahmi has got that power, that thing.
I think we have to focus our discussion on how Indian and Russian scientists to work together. We have very, very well-known person in the medicinal chemistry looking at halogen bonding, and then have from Professor Zephyros' lab, and they have somebody in network pharmacology, and somebody has a rich experience of developing the web portals. And if there are some specific questions on how you can make collaborations and exchange addresses and then have newer plans, that may be better rather than, this is all very interesting topics, but we try to use the limited time that we have to have a definitive interactions, and we are not able to say anything more chemistry or biology or pharmacy, but there is a big need for India to collaborate with Russia, and we can learn a lot. And we also believe that our Russian colleagues also think that they have something to learn from India, and we need to increase our collaborations. Not only Russian Science Foundation, Russian Foundation for Basic Research, we have DST and DBT also have the Indo-Russian programs. Maybe there are other things, because in defense, India has a strong dependence on Russia, and maybe DAE also will have some projects, and ICMR may have some projects, and as we have some, as Professor Vladimir has some collaboration with industry, we also should try to see our industry to have a nicer Russian scientist, which I wanted to repeat that this is still a superpower. And then we have to harness that knowledge and technical strength that Russia has for our mutual benefit. I think we have to, within the next few minutes that we have, let us focus on how to strengthen the Indo-Russian collaborations. This is my request.
Okay, any other?
I would like to cover that what is the social aspect of the healthcare. You know, the illiteracy is the basic problem in India. So I would suggest that the technologists, scientists, they should join hand together just to make the illiterate people aware about their health, how they can take care of their health, because most of the diseases, they start from slums or poor people. So that way it should be taken care of. So it would be nice if both countries join and make some programs to educate these people in India or in Russia. This is my suggestion.
I think this is a very good point that we need not only collaboration in science, but also in medicine and healthcare. This is a little bit different from my institution because I'm working in academic field, but probably Ministry of Healthcare of Russia and appropriate Ministry of India should have more efforts in this development of some joint projects in this field as well.
I think this is what I feel that National Action Plan for Health Security, which can be covered up, which is a very major part of WHO. WHO is actually working very hard on it, with taking these things together. And this is a very, very big plan for this. I think India should be, they are considering already, at this time they are focusing on still those countries like South Africa and Zambia and these countries. But I think since they consider India to be a little better, but I think they will coming it to help. So I think this would be very nice if we ask our governments, both the governments can join on this, and